I'm Shannon from Willow Grove, and we had a new kitchen put in that included walls taken out. So we had a separate kitchen and a separate dining room, and it was turned into one big space. The biggest problem for us was we like to host and we like to have a lot of our friends and family over at one time, and there was just not enough space to do that. And really honestly, I like to cook, and I kind of started to really lose my desire to want to cook in the old kitchen. The old kitchen really was tight. The island was not stationary, so we could move it, but often didn't have the opportunity to. The cabinets started to really break within the last 2 to 3 years, to the point where I was holding them shut with hair ties. The dishwasher broke. We had a leak under the kitchen sink that needed to be replaced. The old floors had some major dents and scratches in them. There was really no ability for people to kind of visit and talk with each other because it was really two separate spaces. My intent was really to never have to move. So to be able to build the kitchen the way that I wanted to really just kind of reinforced the fact that this was going to continue to be my forever home. Dailey was referred to us by a neighbor who had used them previously, a neighbor that we were given the opportunity to see even through the process of them doing it, and we loved their final outcome. The Dailey team was nothing but great. Brian, from the beginning, was our point person. We became, very close very quickly, and he was on point with communicating. We had a couple questions right off the bat, and Brian said, "Oh, well, we can change that. I can move that. I can manipulate that to make it more what you want," and did it right there in front of us. And so it became it was a two-way partnership immediately right off the bat. I think the favorite part overall was the amount of options we were given. So I was given the opportunity to build 2 full pantries in the corners of my dining room. That added a ton of extra storage for us. We got a beverage cooler put into our island. We have natural hardwood floors in our living room and dining room, and we chose to put brand new hardwood floors into the kitchen. And at Brian's, his idea, we redid the rest of the hardwood floors on the first level in the living room and dining room so that they matched the kitchen. We had very little lighting in both rooms, separate rooms, and now I have 2 beautiful pendant lights and recessed lighting. And I have under cabinet lighting, which was also, again, a Dailey suggestion. Brian really made it so that this kitchen was built specifically for my family. It wasn't something that I picked out of a catalog or I picked out of a book. We were given so many options to make it what we really wanted that was going to work for us. The fact that I was given the opportunity to turn it into what it looks like now really is just a godsend. I could not wait to start cooking again. So immediately I started to get cookbooks and start to get ideas for what I wanted to cook. But ultimately that day when our punch list items of things that were done that Brian took care of immediately, we sat around and just were in awe. Like a kid on Christmas morning, I guess. We have way more space to have a free flow of people and of movement. For example, I had a Christmas party this year and I had about 80 people, and it was easy. We moved, we pushed the table back, we set up food all over the island, all over the table, and you would never know that it was an 80-person party. I think when you spend 3 months having a company come in your house pretty much on an everyday basis, you're not just working with them, but they also become a little bit part of your family because they see your day-to-day interactions with your kids and your kids' friends and your dog, and between a marriage and things like that. So Brian became our friend, and we were lucky enough to have Brian here the night of our Christmas party. So when people said to me, "Oh my gosh, your kitchen is amazing, who did your kitchen?" I could point across the kitchen and look and say, "Well, it was Brian who did my kitchen." So we were really blessed in that sense that he went from a contractor to our friend.